We have some breaking news that's coming in. The Musk-led Department of Government Efficiency has exposed a shocking bid by earlier governments in Washington to interfere in Indian elections. The Musk-led D.O.G.E has revealed that it has stopped use of millions of dollars in US taxpayers' money to influence elections in India, which included paying $21 million to boost voter turnout in Indian polls. The D.O.G.E said that the wasteful expenditure included another $29 million to strengthen political process in Bangladesh. The past US government also spent $39 million in Nepal under the garb of fiscal federalism and biodiversity conversation. Geeta Mohan is joining us on the phone line with more details. Geeta, what can you tell us? Was the Biden administration meddling in the Indian and Bangladesh politics on the pretext of increasing turnout?
Well, this is a major development with details coming out of how government funds in the United States of America were used, not just for India, but also to encourage voters to come out. But the fact that they were looking at electoral system elections in India and funding organizations that were involved in the electoral system and elections certainly it raises questions and is going to have huge political ramifications, not just in India, but also when it comes to Biden administration and the previous administration vis-a-vis the Indian government. Expect a reaction from the Indian government as well on the fact that this is not a private agency putting out numbers and detailing out exactly how much money was spent, but the fact that this is D.O.G.E, which is a government entity now in the United States of America. It's Trump administration listing out $21 million for voter turnout in India, $29 million for a program for political stability in Bangladesh. And that political stability basically was about how Sheikh Hasina was not the right person or the chosen one for Bangladesh. So America deciding who is good for a particular country, certainly a matter of huge concern. And interference to that effect also is a matter of great concern. They've not just listed out what the kind of money they've spent for India, which now stands cancelled, or Bangladesh. There are other countries also that have been impacted. Massive money going into Southeast Asian countries, a lot into African countries, and of course the neighborhood nations of Russia. So we are looking at a massive interference, so to say, from the Biden administration and by the Biden administration, and that stands exposed now. Again, like I said, this is not an NGO report or a report by a non-governmental organization, a private entity. This is a U.S. administration, the Trump administration, putting out exactly what and where certain amounts of money were allocated for by the Biden administration. Is going to create a political storm in the United States of America, but certainly a lot of questions will be raised when it comes to Indian administration and how they were dealing with and they had to deal with the Biden government.
Absolutely, Geeta. Thanks for bringing us those details on that story. Shocking bid by earlier governments in Washington that have been exposed by Musk-led Department of Government Efficiency.